I just like looked at this guy and he was like asleep, and I literally thought in my mind, like, I could literally stay here forever. And that was probably like the best moment.
Guess we got caught up with telling a lie. Now you're leaving me lonely. I could get in my car, end up drunk at some bar, but that was the old me. Remember the night that we slept on the floor and you told me you loved me, but you don't ever think about that. It's kinda like a light went off and now you're dead set on giving me up. Talking like we're so far gone and there ain't no use stitching it up. We could do the long haul, we could ride it out. I know the ride's rough, but try us. You're just thinking about tomorrow.
I'm on the road while you're waiting at home, but I swear I'll be right back. You'll find some man with no rock and roll band, and maybe you'll like it.
Remember the lake when it started to rain, babe, and I just held you.
That you don't even think about that.
It's kinda like a light went off and now you're dead set on giving me up. Talking like we're so far gone and there ain't no use stitching it up. We could do the long haul, we could ride it out. I know the ride's rough, but try us. You're just thinking about tomorrow. I'm just thinking about love. I'm just thinking about love. It's kinda like a light went off and now you're dead set on giving me up. Talking like we're so far gone and there ain't no use stitching it up. We could do the long haul, we could ride it out. I know the ride's rough, but try us. You're just thinking about, I'm just thinking about, I'm just thinking about love. I'm just thinking about love. I'm just thinking about love. Oh, just try us. I'm just thinking about love.
You have 2 more minutes. Okay, this is the last take. What was a passable take?
Alright, dude, now I'm realizing there's a problem.
What?
We're gonna
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Lend a Helping Hand Brunch, benefiting the Blanchet House of Hospitality. My name is Rich Ulring. I'm a proud board member of the Blanchet House. My wife, Mary Ann, is the daughter of a Blanchet House founder, Dan Harrington, and her uncle, Bernie Harrington, was also a founder. I guess you could say that the Blanchet's legacy of service is part of our family's legacy. Thank you so much for being with us today. Every Lend a Helping Hand Brunch is a special celebration for our community. But today's event is extra special because we are celebrating the 70th year of service. Our first meal was served on February 11th, 1952. Blanchet House will recognize the historic milestone throughout 2022, and we invite you to join us. This includes a very special Blanchet House exhibit at the Oregon Historical Society happening now through June the 5th. The exhibit features newly discovered historic photos, artifacts, and displays demonstrating the significant impact we have on the community. Speaking of incredible legacy, it's my honor to introduce Father Gary Smith, who's celebrating his 50th year in the Jesuit order. Father Gary spends 2 nights a week at the Blanchet House to volunteer and counsel our residents as they journey to a healthier and housed life. Father Gary.
Good morning, everybody. We come together in prayer in the spirit of the founders of Blanchet House, trusting in providence and our need to care for the least of the brothers and sisters. So I invite you to pray with me now. Eternal God, in whom we live and move and have our existence, we ask your blessing on our gathering this day and upon the heart of Blanchet House and its many connected people, and our efforts to fulfill our mission of care for the least of our brothers and sisters. We ask for your compassionate care for the needs of those who this day are alone on our streets, living in a sometimes difficult landscape of rocks and quicksand. For those who feel the sharp knife of separation from society, for all who face this day and night with fear and who will end this day hungry, we pray for those who are alone and imprisoned by the chains of fear and doubt and addiction, for those who are without proper medical care and without employment. May you, who never sleep, be at the side of these sisters and brothers, be at their side through our hands and our heads and our hearts. We ask your blessings on all of our benefactors who are living bridges to lives struggling to claim themselves. We ask your blessing on our staff, those on the front lines and those behind the scenes, all instruments of your compassion, care, and truth-telling. Assist them as they sing their sometimes hard song of commitment. We commend to you in thanksgiving and ask your blessing upon our benevolent army of volunteers, a cloud of witnesses, who help to make our Blanchet service a human reality. Look with love on our board of directors and Scott, our executive director, all whose long hours of service to Blanchet are a witness to your directive and call that love must be incarnated. Fill them with your vision and your passion and your clear thinking and a bracing toughness in the enterprise of bringing the machinery, the touch, and the dream of Blanchet to a daily reality. Holy God, eternal God, embrace the men in our resident program with your strength and life and hope, those in Portland and those on the Blanchet Farm. May the higher power of your vision and care be infused in them, helping them to wrestle with and conquer the darkness of self-doubt, helping them to claim their life of growth and freedom and contribution to our world, ultimately your world. So much in need of people like them with jagged but strong hearts that have weathered the storms of life. And watch over all their loved ones wherever they may be. We pray for the leaders of Portland. Give them the wisdom to know how to care for our little people, for our homeless, to figure out how to care for the wounded in our society, to find the ways to serve, to reverence, to cherish, and to protect those whose flame is often failing. And so we stand before you, Mother and Father of all life and love, and we open our hearts to you and present to you these humble words of petition, trusting that you will anoint our hearts with your fidelity, your mercy, and your steadfast care. We pray all this, we hope all this, we ask all this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Father Gary, for your inspirational blessing and continued service to our community. We'd like to add that our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine. We pray for your safety, pray for peace in your land, and peace in our world. For 70 years, Blanchet House has offered critical aid, nourishment, and hope to people in need. No matter the weather or a pandemic, we're open to ensure anyone in need of food can find it at the Blanchet House. But in reality, we do far more than simply feed our neighbors. We provide comfort, care, and support to anyone seeking our help. People come to our doors because they've heard we can be trusted. We're listeners, healers, and friends. We never judge people we serve, and we're here to support them. And speaking of support, our favorite fundraising ambassador is here with me this morning to garner your support. Are you ready to show your support? Please welcome back to the stage from Markham Auction Agency, Miss Misty Markham.
Thank you, Rich.
You're welcome.
Hello, friends. Thank you so much for having me back this year. I'm delighted and honored to serve. And you know, it's really exciting and incredible that we are celebrating 70 years of impact from the Blanchet House, and it's really quite incredible to behold. So thank you all for being here with us as well. How are you? I can't believe it's been an entire year since we were last here. I hope you're settled in because we have got some fun planned for you today. Rich and me, we're going to have a good time. We hope you do too. So thank you for showing up and showing the love for Blanchet House. So settle in, get comfortable. We have a great program coming right up for your giving pleasure this morning. And it could not be easier to show your love for Blanchet House. One way to show the love is to claim your Alaska Airline raffle tickets. One lucky winner will win 2 round-trip vouchers from Alaska Airlines, valid anywhere Alaska flies. Now remember, tickets are just $25 each. Get them right soon, or $100 for 5. So get yours right now because we will be drawing and revealing our winner near the end of today's brunch program. To donate at our special appeal, which is your second option for how to show the love for Blanchet House today, is simply find the special appeal to the right of your screen. And below it, select the button next to the amount you wish to give. It is really so simple to invest today in Blanchet House's community's impact. The rules are simple: give generously and often. It's because of supporters like you that Blanchet House can continue to grow and offer food, shelter, and aid to those in need of a safe place to be nourished and restored. So let's get started. And remember, if you have trouble at any time, please text or call our helpline. It's listed on your screen. It's 503-241-4340. And the third and final way you can show your support of Blanchet House today is joining us in the chat. Simply click below into the chat box and drop comments, drop encouragement, drop your gratitude, anything. We just love to hear from you. Because in the virtual world, chatting is how we create community, right?
True. Yep.
So join ours this morning.
Yes, do join us in the chat. Our wonderful executive director, Scott Kerman, and members of our incredible staff are standing by ready to chat with you and answer your questions. Blanchet House began with a simple mission: to get out in the streets and help however we can. We continue to do that today, 70 years later. We're so fortunate to have co-founder Jim O'Hanlon, at 94 years young, with us today via video to reflect on what motivated him and his young friends to dedicate their lives to helping others. We'll also hear from new staff who have benefited from the services Blanchet House offers. Let's take a look.
We want to go back to the original meaning of charity, which is love. Do something really meaningful. That's how we got started. Father Kennard, he said, you know, boys, you got to be doing something a little bit more. Do something great. We started out and our first meal was coffee, beans, butter, and bread. That was it. And we served it, and we've been going ever since. and the meals have improved considerably. We wanted to provide a better place for all those people that are struggling.
I was in active addiction for about 10 years.
I was broken. I was scared.
And during that time I was homeless, and it took me to depths that I'm not real proud of.
I was destitute. I felt invisible.
It makes a person feel very helpless.
I came to Blanchet to get a meal, and one of the residents saw me. I'll never forget it. He said, "Come home." The program is designed to get people back on their feet. It's transitional living, and we encourage and support recovery efforts. I'm a former resident here at the Blanchet. For guys that do come in here, I can say, I was there. Glad you're here, man.
I have a great relationship with the guys here. I do sometimes have the opportunity to talk to the folks on the streets about my accomplishments and what I've done in the past. They're surprised and maybe a little bit relieved to know that there's hope. I'm able to connect with them. I have that unspoken, unconditional bond with them. A lot of the folks, they live in a tent. They don't have a refrigerator or a microwave, so they can't have a hot meal.
We can put hot coffee, hot chocolate in their hands on a cold day and a balanced meal.
For us to provide that nourishment for them, it's vital. I feel great. I love coming to work every day. I love helping out people. I've been there. I've walked in their shoes. I think that's kind of the unspoken, unconditional bond that we have. People will show up here with no shoes, no socks, and bare feet, and it's pouring down rain. Or they don't have a coat and it's freezing out, so I'll just get them a coat. Whatever I can do to maybe make their day a little bit better. It can really bring a person up. Make them feel loved. Here you go. Welcome. We have food around the corner.
God bless and thank you.
Same to you. Thank you, my friend.
It's unconditional love and support. No matter who you are, I see them just loving us, showing us that grace and human kindness to all people. They don't judge us. They don't condemn us. They just show support and love. It makes me want to do it for others. And I'm really thankful.
It's a calling.
To work here and to go out on the streets every day, it keeps me sober. It's a sincere group of people that come here and offer hope.
I would imagine that those bright-eyed youngsters that started Blanchet in 1952 probably felt something along those lines. They saw a need, and they were intentional about it, and they did something to address it.
I mean, it's made a difference in this old town, no, there's no question. When I got into the Blanchet, the idea of how you could do good was how to help others. And that is what the core of Blanchet has been.
Help me help our guests who are struggling and in great need. Please donate to Blanchet House today. Without you, none of this is possible.
Without you, none of this is possible. So friends, stand with us now and demonstrate your support of Blanchet House. Help us continue to offer food, shelter, and aid to those in need of a safe place to be nourished and restored. Make a 100% tax-deductible gift in any increment you feel compelled to support this work. Our first level of giving today is at $10,000, and I'd love to know who would join us as a Blanchet House benefactor with a $10,000 gift today. And I'd love to say thank you, joining us, to Fortis Construction for a $10,000 investment in Blanchet House today. Thank you so much. It's worthy of some applause. Yes, it is. Joining Fortis are Phil and Kathy Dolan. Thank you so much, Phil and Kathy. We appreciate your generosity. Thank you for the leadership gifts, stepping up and being leaders in this community right when we need it. Will anyone join them with a $10,000 investment? And while you're thinking about it, Rich, tell us a little bit about what $10,000 could do.
Well, first of all, I want to recognize that Fortis Construction built our new building down on Northwest Gleason and 3rd, so they did a fantastic job. But Misty, the Blanchet House staff receives calls every week from families desperate to find a place for loved ones wanting to get off the street and gain sobriety. Blanchet House and Blanchet Farm's traditional residential programs offer safe and supported housing with a unique opportunity to do meaningful service. Many men come to us hopeless and feeling worthless. We frequently hear from past guests like David. David wrote, "God has blessed the Blanchet House and Farm. The reason I know that is because they took me off the streets and gave me a safe place to begin to rebuild my life. That was 8 years ago. I've reached many barriers I once thought impossible. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Thank you." The transitional housing programs at Blanchet House and Farm remain free to those in need only because of your generous gift. The $10,000 donation ensures others will be lifted out of addiction and homelessness. And congratulations to David.
All very worthy investments, and I'd like to reiterate our deepest gratitude to our $10,000 donors. Thank you so much for all of your support. And by investing right now, you literally are giving someone the opportunity for a brand new start in life. What a meaningful investment. So thank you again for our $10,000 shows of support today. We really appreciate it. Please give our donors a huge round of applause and flood the chat with praise and gratitude. Cheerlead and encourage them to join the giving at our next level, which is $5,000. Do we have any champions this morning with a $5,000 gift? And look at that. We sure do. Yeah. Mike and Cheryl Sabula, thank you so much for leading us off at the $5,000 level. Joining them is J&K Properties, John and Mary Ann Wagner, whom I hear is a board member, yes?
No, she's not a board member.
Oh, no.
That's the Walkers.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Mary Ann and John are great supporters of the Blanchet House, trust me.
This guy is full of history. Thank you so much, Rich. Thank you also to Blanchet founder Jim and Terry O'Hanlon. Thank you so much. And Bill Winter, all joining us right now with $5,000 shows of support. Look at that. Colleen Nisler also joining with a $5,000 gift. Thank you so very much. Who else will step up right now and invest in the community of Blanchet House and join us with a $5,000 gift? Rich, how could $5,000 move the needle?
Well, first of all, I want to recognize Colleen and Warner Nislers. They have been great supporters of the Blanchet House. But a $5,000 gift ensures anyone finding their way to Blanchet House stores will receive a hot meal served with compassion in 2022. The Shabulas have supported Blanchet House since Mike was a student at the University of Portland. Go Pilots. Only through your generosity can we fund another 70 years of service.
70 years of service. Not many organizations can boast that. So that's an incredible tenure. So keep on supporting Blanchet House, folks. And as you do, I'd love to extend another big round of applause and a lot of chat love bombs for our $5,000 and above donors today. Thank you so very much for your support. We really appreciate it. Your generosity is saving lives. Please, please, please continue showing up as community in the chat. It's a lot more fun when you do, and it encourages your friends to join us, like at our next level, $2,500. Who will join us as a Blanchet hero today with a $2,500 gift? I'd like to say thank you. Look at this. Sorry, my giving screen's over here, which is why I'm looking away from you. But I'd love to say thank you to Holy Trinity Catholic Church for leading the charge at the $2,500 level.
That's my parish.
I heard. Congratulations and thank you so much. And sincerest gratitude to Eric Crone and Colleen Shaw. Thank you so much. And joining with a $2,500 gift is Congregation Beth Israel. Thank you so much. Who else will join us right now with a $2,500 gift? Look at that. Dennis Sullivan. Wow. Thank you. We appreciate it. Rick Whidden also joining with a $2,500 gift. And Tom and Marianne Walker.
That's our new board member.
Our board member. Thank you so much. Who else will join us right now? And Rich, tell us how $2,500 could make an impact.
Okay, a $2,500 gift can provide unique support to Blanchet guests experiencing homelessness, support that can only come from someone who was once in a similar position. Blanchet's peer support specialists, Jen and Todd, build trust with guests and connect them to vital resources. Many guests have experienced trauma, abuse, mental illness, and substance addiction. These chronic and debilitating conditions make it nearly impossible to secure stable housing or employment. While the Blanchet House is able to meet their most basic needs for food and clothing, the complexity of their situation requires complex web of services for long-term self-sufficiency. This is where our peer support specialists help navigate this web. Jen and Todd, with guidance from the Mental Health and Addiction Association of Oregon, build relationships with people waiting in our meal line. They also support sheltered residents by helping them receive necessary medical care and navigate employment and housing applications. Without your support today, Jen and Todd's ability to provide caring, compassionate support will end. Their presence at Blanchet House has led to more people finding shelter, housing, medical care, recovery, and very importantly, reconnecting with their families.
So very important. And thank you, Jen and Todd, so much for what you do. Friends, it is our responsibility to see that they indeed can. And joining us, oh, look at this. Thank you to Jim and Young O'Hanlon for a $2,500 gift right now, as well as Tom and Mary Ann Walker giving a second gift at $2,500. Is that right?
I think they gave one. Steve Feltz is a former board member. He's
Steve
an emeritus
Feltz
board member.
Joining us. Thank you.
And Jim and Young O'Hanlon, that's Jim O'Hanlon's son, Jim and his wife.
Oh, I love
as
it.
well up in Seattle.
Multi-generational support. I can get behind that. Thank you so much. Is there anyone else? Did I say Dennis Sullivan already at $2,500? Thank you so much.
You know, I mentioned that my friend Tom Rutten down in Phoenix, Arizona, my high school buddy, he just gave $1,000 to the Blanchet House.
Thank you so much. This is great. Thank you for all of your support at the $2,500 and above level today. It's been incredible thus far. Keep the gifts and the generosity flowing. It's amazing, though, to see, is it not? Thank you so much. Please give our donors generous acknowledgement in the chat, maybe a giant round of applause while you're at it. Thank you. Blanchet House has become an organization the community and city rely on to fill the gaps. Take a look at their impact on humanity in 2021.
About Blanchet House?
The friendliness and the excellent food.
I know you're short, but your love is gigantic. I so relate to that, and I think that sums up Blanchet's impact perfectly. So folks, inspire even more gigantic love today, right now in fact. Join the giving at our next level, which is $1,000. And at this level, I am so pleased to announce that the Ed Cadoro Fund will generously match 1-to-1 the next 15 $1,000 gifts right now, doubling your impact and turning your $1,000 into $2,000 of needle-moving impact for Blanchet House right now. So who will step up with a $1,000 gift and double their impact thanks to our generous match? And my goodness, it looks like we have a flood of board support. So let me just start with thank you to our board president, Jerry Quinn and Kristen Quinn, for leading us off at the $1,000 level. Also, thank you to board member Elisa Sinnott and Nick Sinnott. Thank you so much for your $1,000 contribution. Thank you, board member Diane Whitten, board member Jim Mullaney and Cheryl Mullaney, and look at that, development committee member Peter and Cassie Northrup also joining with a $1,000 gift right now. Thank you to another board member, Emily Harrington and Joey Harrington, as well as Emeritus board member David Brands and Julie Brands. Thank you so much. I love seeing this incredible board support. It's great. Who else will join us right now and help us maximize not only our match, but double your money? Look at that. Thank you, Emily Coleman, joining the giving right now with a $1,000 gift, as well as Deborah Dunn. We appreciate your $1,000 shows of wonderful generosity right now. Look at that. Jim Christensen also joining.
Former board member too.
Awesome.
Yep.
Peter and Jean Adams. Look at that. Chuck Gatchell, Thomas Rutten, Jamie Anderson. Folks, I hope you're clapping out there. Diane, I love it. Who else? Jean and Mal McInich?
McInich?
Yes.
Bill Riley,
Look
he's
at
a
that.
board member, current
Thank
board
you,
member.
Bill. And Martha Soltez, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Michael Quinn joining with a $1,000 gift. Folks, this is incredible. Keep them coming. We cannot wait to say your name. Rich, tell us how $1,000 can help.
A $1,000 gift can help us respond during extreme weather crises. In 2021, we quickly mobilized to provide water during the heat waves and kept our doors open during winter storms that closed most businesses. Blanchet rushed to action when dangerous heat threatened the lives of the vulnerable in Portland last summer. While other organizations closed, Blanchet's staff offered cold water, water to go, and reusable bottles. We refilled the bowls for thirsty dogs. We gave them tarps, hats, misting bottles to shield folks trying to survive in the street. In the winter, freezing cold temperatures lead houseless families and individuals to find survival and food in warming shelters. Hot meals were prepared and transported to these temporary shelters run by the county. Our strong partnerships allow us to be in the forefront of basic needs during emergency responses.
And with your help today, Blanchet House will continue to respond. So remember, I think, how are we doing with our match, by the way? Thank you to Michael Quinn, who joined us with a $1,000 gift right now. Make your impact right now with a $1,000 gift, folks. I'd love to say your name right now, add you into our match. Thank you, Elisa Sinnott, for your $1,000 gift. And let's check in to see how we're doing. Oh my gosh, Michael Fuller joining us with a $1,000 gift. Thank you so much. How are we doing? We have not only met our match, but I'm proud to say we have exceeded our match with your generosity right now. Folks, I hope you're out there clapping for yourselves and each other. Thank you so, so much. Blow up the chat with a lot of love and praise as well, because that's how we show our thanks. What an astounding show of generosity. Look at this. Janie Gullickson also joining with $1,000 right now. Yep. Thank you so much. You've got an amazing board. Well, please give our friends a huge round. Drop a lot of love in the chat, please. And urge your friends to join us at our next level, which is $500. Step up and be the change you wish to see in the world with a $500 gift. But wait. Right now, all $500 donors will receive a special edition Blanchet apron, just like the ones Rich and I are wearing right now. These symbolize 70 years of service, 70 years of impact, 70 years of uplifting people. So who will join us with a $500 gift right now? And I'd love to say thank you to the law offices of Baron Liebman. Thank you, Tracy Ray. We love you. Thank you, Notre Dame Alumni Group, and on behalf of Andy Scott. Thank you, Mary and Spencer Dick, as well as Robert and Rebecca Kalis, and Greg Melcher, all joining us right now with $500 gifts. I'd also like to say thank you to Emily Harrington. Thank you. Tom Davies, Kathy Swift, Sharon Myron, Amy Brown, Daniel Floyd. I hope you're clapping at home. Daniel Floyd Harvey and Kathy McGowan, Jim and Laura O'Keefe, thank you.
Laura is the daughter of Dan Harrington.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
And John and Valerie Harrington. John is the son of Bernie Harrington, one of our founders.
Well, and he's also joining us with a $500 gift. So thank you very much. Folks, tell us a little bit of, Rich, tell us how $500 could help.
Well, a $500 gift can allow the Blanchet to continue providing food to the community beyond our doors. Blanchet House is the leader in meal service in our community. We're often asked to help provide the city, county, and peer agencies with nutritious hot meals to serve their clients. Our full-time chefs and staff give us the ability to assist our colleague agencies and help more people in need. As supporters of the Blanchet House mission, we know every human is deserving of good food and a second chance.
Every human, all day long.
There's Tim O'Hanlon, Emeritus Board Member.
Thank you, Tim, joining us
Jim's
with
son,
a
too.
$500 gift. Thank you so much. Your support this morning, folks, it really is. It's changing people's lives. Thank you. That's our match right there. We've met it. And we extend our deepest thanks to all of our donors who've joined us at the $500 and above level today. Your generosity is astounding. Keep showing up for the Blanchet House because they do such incredible work in our community. So here's a huge round to all of our $500 donors. Yep. Say thank you in the chat, please. And encourage friends to join us at the next level, which is $250. And at this level, to inspire even more generosity, one gift will be given to anybody. We'll tell you in just a moment. Here's how it works. All of you giving at the $250 level will be entered into an incentive drawing. One of you will be drawn at random, and the winner will win. I just have to pick this up. It's a little bit heavy, but it's a beautiful walnut cutting board with matching coasters, which are right there. They're pretty beautiful. And they were all handcrafted by former Blanchet Farm resident Lucas Pattison. Lucas's life was forever changed for the better after gaining sobriety and skills at the farm's wood shop. And this is his way of giving back, folks. These are absolutely stunning, gorgeous, handmade. So one of you will win one of these right now due to his generosity. So let's step up right now with $250 gifts. Thank you. Joining us right now is board member Janie Gullickson. We appreciate your support. Thank you to Patrick Ryan and Stephen and Bonnie Simonson. Look at that. Also joining is Sarah. Thank you so much, with a $250 gift, and Lise Glancy. Thank you so much for your $250 gifts. Rich, how could $250 help?
Well, before I do that, Sarah Architects are the people who designed our building.
Awesome.
But what's really impressive here, and there's John McGuigan, 250. He's a former board member, he's emeritus board member.
Thank you, John.
What's really impressive, I mean, I remember a lot of these names, but what's very impressive to see all the names I don't recognize. That means that we're reaching more people who understand the mission of Blanchet House, and we appreciate your support.
We do.
But $250 can help in many ways. Along with providing food to people in great need, it can help us offer clothing and sleeping essentials. The need for clean, dry, and warm clothing amongst guests experiencing homelessness is urgent. People sleeping outdoors without a break from the elements don't have access to washers and dryers. They often wear the same pair of wet and dirty socks for weeks. Our incredible volunteer manager, John, and program services coordinator, Jen, managed intake, sorting, and distribution of donated clothing and supplies. Critical jobs like theirs are possible because of your support.
That's right, and let's just take care of more people together. Thank you, Peter and Jean Adams, for joining with a $250 gift. Thank you, Brian Moran, Sean Clark, Patrick Ryan, Nancy Carlin, thank you so much, to John Lynch, Kristen Connor, hi, with $250 shows of support. Thank you, James P., Jess Colombo, Susan Nunnery, Andy Saltz, Jessica Trainer, this is incredible, thank you, Joanne Ricci, Marissa Grimm, Frank Bachelari, thank you, to Jeff Hetherington, also joining with a $250 gift. Thank you so much, people. I love this. Thank you to Kathy Kramer.
Her uncle Kevin was one of our founders, and Daniel Harrington is the son of Dan Harrington.
I love it.
John and Gina Gladstone. John's a former president at Jesuit High. Thank you for that gift.
I love this. This is great, folks. Thank you. Thank you to Victoria Dunn, also joining with a $250 gift. This is such an amazing show of support this morning. What a great way to start our Sunday,
yes.
Is it not?
Yes.
Yes. So I would just love to thank all of our $250 donors. Oh, Cheryl Milo, thank you for your $300 gift. Incredible, thank you. It looks like we're getting pretty close to winding down this level, this $250 level. So if you'd like to be considered for our incentive drawing, please put your gifts in right now, because we're about to find out who our lucky donor is, who will receive our fabulous gift of these beautiful handmade cutting board and coasters. So, are you ready? Let's find out who our winner will be. Can I get a drum roll, please? That's right, and this morning's lucky donor is Brian Moran. Congratulations, Brian. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you make some wonderful meals on here for all of your friends and family. So way to show up for Blanchet House today, everybody. Thank you so much. Please drop some written gratitude in the chat because we are so thankful for all of the community support we're getting. Meanwhile, urge your friends to join us with Wild Abandon at our very last formal level of giving today. It's $100. Who will step up with $100 right now to support Blanchet House? If you have yet to give a gift, now is your time. And if you've already given, thank you so much. But no, we encourage you to give as often as you like. So let's say thank you. Pamela Dunham is giving twice at the $100 level. Thank you. Thank you to Kelly O'Connor, Kathy Finkel, Janice McNamee.
That's Dan Harrington's daughter as well.
I love it. More legacy giving.
Yeah.
Thank you to AWS Elemental for your $145 gift. Paul Phelps.
Paul's brother was Gene, and Paul was very instrumental in helping us get some food from Pacific Coast all through the years.
Thank you, Paul. We appreciate that. Thank you to Deb Kafori. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you, Doug Morales, Samuel Knopfs, Dan Pippinger, John Galalucci, I hope I'm saying your name.
Galucci. There you go.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Roy Y, Janet Owens, Michael Nugent.
Oh, Michael, yes.
Laura Galino de Lovato. Thank you, Jana Whitten. My goodness, this is incredible. Thank you, Maxine Dexter, Jonathan Banks, all joining us with $100 shows of support right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Will anyone else join us right now with any level of gift? We won't limit you. Lori Stegman. Hi, Lori. Thank you for your $100 gift and your support today. Thank you, Jane Murphy.
Longtime Central Catholic staff member and teacher. You bet.
And Julie Showers. Hi, Julie. Thanks for watching. Some staff and board members are really, really supportive. Thank you so much. Michael Nugent, we appreciate it. Andy Saltz, Suhail Khan, Brendan Deneen.
That is the grandson of Jim O'Hanlon, and I recognize
this name. Anne-Marie Ulring.
You bet.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. And folks, it means so much to us that you are just showing up in the way that you are today. We really, really appreciate it. Please keep giving your gifts. Keep supporting Blanchet House in any way you can. Thank you, Janice McNamee, for a $150 gift. Kathy Finkel and Kelly O'Connor joining with $150 gifts. Thank you so much. Folks, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of today's donors and supporters, no matter what level you can support us with. We really appreciate it. Your generosity allows Blanchet House to alleviate suffering and offer hope for better lives. Please give everyone a huge round of applause. Show some love and gratitude in the chat. Thank you for your generosity today. If you prefer to give a custom amount, maybe it's $5 million, you know, we will encourage that. Please just enter it in the custom field and give with your heart, because it's just incredible what communities gathering together and supporting a common cause can actually accomplish. So before we move on, I'd like to thank the following. Stephen Liffers for a $4,000 gift. Thank you so much. St. Martin de Porres Trust, on behalf of Joe Feltz, gave $2,000. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
Joe Feltz.
Oh, I love it. And thank you to John and Sherry Petrusich for your $1,250 gift. We really appreciate all of you. Thank you to the emerging professional board members Will Gent and Natalie Riley for your $270 contribution as well. Now let's meet some extraordinary people who will allow Blanchet House to serve so many others.
Well, it's time to honor some very special people and their substantial contributions to Blanchet House. Without the consistent commitment of dedicated supporters, our services would simply not be possible. Today's first two awards celebrate those who we've come to rely on to offer daily breakfast service. Our guests are so thankful, not just for food, but also for the kindness they receive from volunteers after long, difficult nights on the street. The Service Award honors our breakfast volunteers for their commitment to service and the outstanding impact they make in our community. This group of steadfast volunteers, many of whom volunteer multiple times a week, arrive before dawn to ensure anyone in need of a hot breakfast and coffee can find it at the Blanchet House, also served with compassion and a smile. Let's take a look.
I have been volunteering every Tuesday for the last year and a half. Been connected before with Blanchet in high school and just growing up with my family. My grandfather was one of the co-founders. Blanchet's always been super close to my family's heart, and it just feels really special to be a part of it regularly now.
I come here because it helps me. I relate to people who are struggling, so I love coming down here.
It's the best part of my week.
I just love it. I mean, it's a fun place to be. There's a really good community of people, staff, and other volunteers.
What's the goal in my whole life?
We don't have to worry about having enough food on hand for breakfast thanks to the generous support of Bob's Red Mill. Bob's dependable donation of dry oats and grits allows Blanchet House to offer a nutritious breakfast 6 days a week. Bob's food donation not only nourishes people, but also benefits staff by allowing chefs to better plan meals. The Al Riley Award recognizes the legacy and impact organizations like Bob's Red Mill make to better our community and reduce food insecurity. We were lucky enough to get to thank Bob in person. He turned 94 this month. Let's take a look. The Founders Award is given to those who have undertaken formal work to further Blanchet House mission. We are honored to give the Founders Award to the Mental Health and Addiction Association of Oregon. MHAAO's peer support staff have become a bridge connecting Blanchet House's residents and meal guests experiencing homelessness in life-saving resources. Everyday peer support specialists employed by MHAAO work face-to-face with our people inside and outside the Blanchet House. MHAAO's executive director, Janie Gullickson, one of our board members, stopped by to pick up their award from Jennifer Kuhn and Scott Kerman. Today's final award is named for Father Francis Kennard. This award is given to people who inspire others to get out in the streets and help, just like Father Kennard inspired Blanchet's founders to do so 70 years ago. Today we present Jeff Hetherington and the Hetherington Foundation for Innovation and Education in Healthcare with this award in recognition of Dr. Hetherington's work to improve the physical and mental health of our state's most vulnerable citizens. This last year, the Hetherington Foundation gave Blanchet House the single largest gift in its history, $1.5 million. That's right, $1.5 million. Let's see the award. The Hetherington Foundation's extraordinary generosity will ensure that the Blanchet House's life-saving services will reach those in need and secure the future of the Blanchet House mission. But perhaps the most exciting aspect of this transformational gift is that the $1 million of this gift will lead Blanchet House's 3-year capital campaign to build our very first women's transitional shelter and to make significant long overdue improvements as our residential building at the Blanchet Farm.
That's incredible and such great news. And as we look to Blanchet House and Farm's future mission, we see more services for women facing barriers to success. We also see a residential program offering community resources and opportunities for engagement in rural Oregon. I think we can all get behind that. So folks, thank you so much for your unwavering support today. Right now, I'd like to say thank you to a few people who've joined us in the interim. Scott Kerman, thank you.
That's our
surprising.
Director.
Coming up,
yeah.
He's our ED, joining with $1,000. We had a $1,500 anonymous donation. Thank you so much to Ned and Emily Green for a $1,000 donation as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, folks. Keep giving. Know that you can. We encourage it. And every dollar really, really counts. So we very much appreciate it. Let's give one last round of applause to all of our donors today. And folks, I'm looking at this number and I'm finding it hard to believe, but it says that we have currently raised over $260,000, which actually exceeds our goal of $250,000. So folks, thank you so much. That is incredible. I'd also like to say thank you to our amazing host, Mr. Rich Ulring.
To our ambassador as well.
Thank you so much. And folks, please show the production team at Seamless Event Solutions a little bit of love for streaming a wonderful live stream for y'all today. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know Rich and I did. Yeah. Thank you again for your undeniable generosity. Please give yourselves a huge round of applause. Blow up the chat with a lot of love, praise, gratitude. And Rich, I think we're really getting close to the thing that everybody wants to know, which is who is our raffle winner today? So, the Alaska Airline raffle. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. I hope you purchased your tickets because if you did, it is that time. Time to reveal just who will win 2 round-trip Alaska Airline tickets to anywhere Alaska flies. Can we get a drum roll, please? That's right. They're very, very fancy over here. And today's winner is Mary Schmidt. Mary, congratulations. Mary. You are flying somewhere amazing. Have a wonderful trip. Please know this event has been recorded. You can view it later or share it with other Blanchet supporters, which we wholeheartedly encourage. We'll email you that link very soon. Pass it along, spread the Blanchet love so your friends and family can also watch the show and support the amazing mission of the Blanchet House. I hope you had a fantastic morning supporting Blanchet House with us this morning. Again, I'm Misty Markham. Thank you so much for having me back in person. I hope to see you next year.
How about a round of applause for Misty?
Thank you.
Great job. So what an exciting virtual event. Today we made a huge difference in the lives of homeless men and women seeking food, clothing, shelter, and support. And again, thank you to our fundraising ambassador, Misty Markham.
Thank you.
And the Markham Auction Agency event team. You've been fantastic again this year. And thank you once again to special appeal speakers, Mr. Jim O'Hanlon, Jeffrey and Jen for sharing their stories and memories. Please give a big round of applause for all of today's donors and sponsors. This virtual event would not have been made possible without you and your support. How about a round of applause? There you go.
Thank you so much.
But before we go, please click the shopping cart icon at the top of your screen to complete your donation. Donations will not be processed until you check out using this icon, so please be sure to do so. An email receipt will be automatically sent to you when you complete your donation through the shopping cart icon. You'll receive a paper receipt via mail within 2 weeks. Please contact Sasha at stenzin@blanchet.org to arrange a time to pick up any items you may have won. This concludes today's virtual brunch. Thank you again to everyone for your exceptional generosity and support this morning. Blanchet House could not continue to fund our good work without your contributions and support. God bless you. God bless the Blanchet House of Hospitality. Have a great afternoon, and thank you.
Thank you so much.
details available at this time.